Lesson 18, Madison Sweetser. In October 1851, a trader named Madison Sweetser arrived in Minnesota. Sweetser represented the interests of the G.W. and W.G. Ewing Company in Fort Wayne, Indiana, a rival trading firm to Henry Sibley and the American Fur Company. Although it cannot be determined for certain, it seems that the goal of the Ewings and Madison Sweetser was to overturn the results of the Treaty of Traverse des Sioux because it benefited the traders of the American Fur Company. Sweetser sought to nullify the traders' paper and gain the favor of the Dakota in order to funnel treaty money away from the American Fur Company and toward the Ewing Company. To this effect, Mr. Sweetser stated, "If I get into the country, be assured I will knock Mr. Sibley's $200,000 agreement so high he will not get a glimpse of it until his congressional term expires." Immediately upon his arrival, Madison Sweetser obtained proper license to trade in the region, and he established a trading post at Traverse des Sioux. Sweetser then wooed the Dakota with extravagant gifts to earn their trust, and he sent out runners in order to set up a council that would disavow the previously signed traders' paper. It did not take long for Henry Sibley and those representing the American Fur Company to recognize the opposition of Madison Sweetser. First, they objected to his trading post, which they argued was built without proper authority, and argued that it was placed too close to the claims of other traders. They also sought to dissuade the Dakota from speaking with Sweetser. Henry Sibley himself referred to Madison Sweetser as opposition of a formidable character, and he authorized one of his men to conciliate his faction, even at a small sacrifice to ourselves. Sweetser, in a letter to the Ewings, wrote that, "The Sibley interests have made a tremendous exertion to keep me out of the country." Sweetser succeeded in gaining the trust of many of the Dakota people. In December 1851, he earned from them the power of attorney to act on their behalf, and he obtained their signatures on a written protest arguing against the legality of the traders' paper. If this protest was upheld in Congress, it meant that Sibley and his men would receive no money as a result of the Treaty of Traverse des Sioux. Once it appeared that Sweetser had the advantage, he offered a bribe of $30,000 to remove his opposition. But Sibley and the traders of the American Fur Company refused this offer because they believed it was too much to pay for their own money. Determined not to allow Sweetser to obtain the money from the treaty for himself, Sibley, along with Senator Henry Rice, managed to revoke power of attorney from Sweetser. When the time came for the money to be paid, Sweetser influenced a near uprising at Traverse des Sioux, but he was unsuccessful in stopping payment to the traders. In a final effort, Sweetser filed formal charges against Governor Alexander Ramsey for his role in deceiving the Dakota and allowing the treaty money to be paid to the traders. The United States Senate sent a committee to St. Paul to investigate matters, but they determined that the conduct of Governor Ramsey was not only free from blame, but highly commendable and meritorious. In a letter written January 25, 1853, Trader Hercules Dousman wrote to Henry Sibley that he, Sweetser, looks and feels used up so much that I did not have the heart to put my thumb to my nose as I promised when I met him. He is bound for Washington and says that he will never cease till he exposes the villainous misapplications of the Sioux money.